This time on Roadkill Garage, we made this happen. Win.
Yeah.
A few episodes back on Roadkill Garage, Dulcich and I built a small block Chevy that looked full-on retro style. The tunnel ram, the whole deal. And now on this episode, we're gonna stab it into the Crusher Camaro. Yep, the Crusher is gonna return to retro. Right now, the car has very much a modern pro touring look. It's all lowered out, it's got QA1 suspension, 18-inch wheels, and under the hood, that Magnuson supercharged 427 from Blueprint Engines. The Crusher needs to be retro, and so this time on Roadkill Garage, we're making it look like a 70s drag car. No one in their right mind removes this engine.
This thing looks great.
I know.
Why are we messing with it?
And it makes like 800 horsepower.
Look at that. I know that's really great, but my sentiment has to lie with that. I mean,
nobody takes this out and installs that.
This is so
no one does it.
This is so cute and lovable.
That is so complex.
This is like the Terminator, and this is like Sarah Connor.
I realize this is freakish. This will be the second time I've asked for this on the show.
Uh-oh.
Can we have fender covers?
I'll have to use my towels out of the house.
That's fine by me.
Yeah.
As long as they're washed.
Yeah, they're clean.
Oh, I need to count and figure out what number is this as far as engines that have been in the car.
3?
No, because it had the factory 6-cylinder, then it had a 406 Smog legal engine, and then it had a 632 big block, a 383 small block, the blown big block, the LS7, this LS3, so that's going to be number 8, right? Is that what I counted off?
I don't know. You know, in the Amazon, the Yamamano Indians only have 1, 2, and more than 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, just say a lot.
To begin with anyway, I'm gonna run the small block with open headers. I really wanna maximize the drag strip performance. I don't want the weight of an exhaust system on the car. And I need the performance of just a collector extension. I'm probably sniffing glue, but I really want this thing to go 10s. I like that we're removing the modern cliche to go to the vintage cliche.
I think you just want to be contrarian.
Oh, this thing's coming right out, look.
Is it?
Yeah, see? It's almost removed. There you go, it's removed. That's a BAM. Not quite BAM.
Oh.
There's BAM. You want to drop it lower so that when it falls, it doesn't kill as much?
Yeah.
Sweet. Now we got to get this mammoth 4L80E out of here. That's the best transmission I've ever had in the Crusher Camaro.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a Gearstar 4L80E and it's like super beefy and you can program it and it shifts like really, really snappy. Yeah, we're removing like some really choice components to install old school stuff.
You know, people usually strive to get all this kind of stuff in their Camaro.
The drive shaft's now touching the safety loop, which means the trans has to come forward, okay? Okay, right there. It's puking ATF everywhere out of the cooler lines over here.
Put a couple of t-shirts under it. I gave you a whole bag of...
They're in the Dodge.
Pretty comfortable as far as engine bays go. You know, I have to give it some credit, the Camaro. It's got pretty much any Ford beat. You know, some Mopar K members are a little more supportive, but still the lumbar support of this might be kind of a superior product. I like it.
No wife beaters in here?
You never let me wear the wife beaters.
No.
We probably could have solved this a long time ago just by raising the line above the level of the thing.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. Oh, you used all the t-shirts?
No, there's some in here.
Oh. This is like my special reserve.
This next iteration is going to be less streetcar than anything I've done in a long time with the car. Probably ever, actually.
It's going to be super simple.
It's going to be super simple, but by less streetcar, I mean it's going to have like, I don't know, a 456 or a 488 rear gear and a trans brake and full manual valve body and a 4500 stall converter.
You think we have a 10 in our tunnel ram motor?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
That'd be pretty good.
If we keep it light,
Yeah.
put a lot of gear in it. Here's something I've learned the hard way over the years. You really want to test fit your headers while the engine is still on the stand. I don't have the starter on there yet, but usually you need to check for clearance to the starter, to the oil pan, to the motor mounts. Sometimes the flange of the header will hit the head bolts or studs. This seems actually like it's going to be just fine. These are a hooker header, just your regular old painted header. Because retro, I really went all out, I guess, with the retro thing by getting painted headers, which are just going to smoke all the paint off of them immediately and turn to rust instead of the modern coated stuff. But they were also like $300 cheaper than the coated headers. These are a 1 3/4 inch tube, which we found out on the dyno was best for performance on this engine. We're kind of at a standstill right now because I failed to order a flex plate, which is a bummer, but I've got that coming on like Saturday delivery. And the bigger deal is there's no transmission here. It's being overnighted to us from Gearstar in Ohio. And so we can't really bolt it together and install this thing in the car yet. So we're gonna start doing some things like making spark plug wires and plumbing the fuel system and stuff like that, so we're not killing time. It's like 6 o'clock at night. Our transmission's still not here, so we're just fiddling around with stuff. Probably gonna be doing details till like 3 a.m. And in the morning, we'll either have a transmission and have a show, or we won't, and we won't.
I didn't hear about this 3 in the morning stuff till now. When did that enter the whole thing?
Happy Saturday morning. Answering the question on Roadkill Garage, can two smart guys install a small block Chevy in a 67 Camaro in 3 days? Yes, they can. But we can't. At least not me, because I keep ordering wrong parts and making them late. We've got parts coming via FedEx today on Saturday, festering cash on shipping fees because I forgot to get stuff like, a flex plate.
We need that.
And other miscellaneous garbage. But here was the real disaster. Yesterday, I spent an inordinate amount of time making these awesome spark plug wires, the Excel Superstock yellow wires with straight boots and clear distributor cap, all retro perfect, until it was so retro perfect that it has a solid core in the spark plug wires, which is what they used to run back in the day. I didn't know I got that. I thought they were suppression core because you can't run solid core wires with MSD ignition, which includes this distributor with its mag pickup and the box and the firewall. So that's a debacle. One way or another, we will make this thing run by tomorrow night, right?
You sure about that? I just can't understand how you could handle these for 4 hours before you notice that they're solid core, and it says solid core all over it.
Now that I'm nice and refreshed in the morning and not super irritated, I'm remaking all my spark plug wires. I ended up having to take a second set of these Excel yellow wires that had straight plug boots on them, and I'm converting them all to 90-degree boots that I robbed off a third set. So between 3 sets of spark plug wires, we're gonna make 1. That's probably about, what, 150 bucks worth of spark plug wires at this point? Yeah, it's my life. Dulcich is gonna run a hard line between the fuel pump and his fuel junction block there.
I'm only gonna have one shot at this.
Oh yeah, because we only bought 1 hard line. Don't mess it up.
So what we have to do is go from here to here with this. Gonna make the bends, take up that slack, and then hopefully it'll line up perfectly, and I'll cut this and reflare it and have it turn out to be exactly the perfect length. I hope this works out right. It looks like it might line up, more or less.
I think the viewers know that we're really adverse to putting dents in headers.
Yeah, I would never do anything like that.
Yep. Oh, wow. Okay.
How's that?
Yep. The problem here is that there's one spark plug boot that is touching the header, and so I've got to put a little whoop-de-doo in it to clear it so that it doesn't just burn boots all the time. And man, it pains me to bash a header.
It would pain me if it was mine.
I'm kind of scared.
I am too. I don't like my thumb there.
I don't like my fingers there.
Once you get it started, it'll self-hold itself.
I wouldn't want to be careless hitting the header with a hammer.
No. I think you just held back a little bit. I didn't think that was full Freiberger.
Can't decide what's worse, hitting my valve cover or your hand.
Oh, that was good.
You realize every time you hit that hammer, you're taking 1 horsepower away from your small block Chevy.
Think so?
Yeah.
So we've already made it nice and concave so that the boot will go on. We'd like a little bit more clearance for a socket so we can actually get the plug in and out easily. So we've got a 5/8 socket slipped just over the plug to hold it concentric, and the round part of that socket is now going to be bashing the header when I whack this right here. Ready?
Yeah.
Ooh. More whackage?
No.
You just drove in the golden spike.
Wow. Oh, look at that. That's nice.
Freiberger wants these white. They're black right now. The reason is white is retro. Back in the 70s, guys would frequently paint them white, and they use this, VHT. So I'm just gonna give it a little hack coat. This is a light, even coat all around.
Then we're gonna get them all oily and fingerprinted while we're installing them, and then remove them 3 times and get them worse.
White's just about impossible to maintain.
How's that, Freiberger?
It's flawless in every way.
Really? Wow.
That's a glowing endorsement.
Transmission showed up. Winning. Boom.
There we go.
Wow.
Made it.
Shook the earth, but you made it in.
Oh man, I hope that's the right transmission in
Oh,
there.
it's flawless. They sent
Really?
me pictures and everything. They sent me the dyno video.
Oh, well then we're assured it absolutely has to be the right part.
It is.
Right.
Yes. See? Gearstar sends everything. Ooh, be careful. Oh. If you broke the aluminum case on that thing,
Were you scared?
it'd be over. Yes, I'm scared. There's nails sticking out. Be careful.
I've wielded hammers in my day. All we need now is a flex plate and we can actually put it in.
Here's our new transmission, a Gearstar Turbo 350. I decided to use a Turbo 350 instead of a 400 because it's smaller and because it has a lighter complete assembly weight as well as a lighter rotating mass than a Turbo 400. This has a full manual valve body, it's reverse pattern, it has a trans brake, which locks the transmission in first and reverse at the same time at the starting line so that you can build up all the energy in the torque converter, bringing it to its maximum stall speed. Then you let go of a button and bam! Let's go, takes off, hopefully does big ol' hairy wheel stands. It's super violent and awesome. This Yank billet converter is gonna stall somewhere around 4,500, 4,800 RPM. So it's a really hardcore unit. It's powder coated and hand lettered. That's good PR. This torque converter has 2 different bolt patterns on it. Check it out. There's the small pattern, and over here is the big pattern. Each one of them has 3 bolts. The factory only holds the engine to the transmission with 3 bolts, but this deal hooks it up with all 6. I've seen this, but I haven't actually had it before, so I thought this was pretty cool. Okay, brace yourself and bring the kids into the room because this is going to be the most genius ever Roadkill Garage zip time moment. And what we're gonna do is show you how to measure the backlash between the gear on the starter and the ring gear because that will affect that gnarly, nasty grinding noise that you get with Chevys a lot when that clearance is wrong. So what you wanna do is pull the gear out of the starter and mesh it with the ring gear like so. You can see there's a little bit of lash between those 2 gears. What you're supposed to do is measure it with one of these. It's a feeler gauge shaped out of round wire. You want about 20 thousandths clearance in there. The problem is our wire gauge only goes down to about 35 thousandths, so that's junk. So the next thing is you would break out your feeler gauge like this. The problem with that is that you cannot get it in there to measure anything, so that's junk. So, this was actually a Dulcich thing. Check this out. Got the end of your standard cruising model zip tie, and I've got a caliper. And when I stick the very, very tip of my zip tie in there, you can see it's about 23 thousandths of an inch thick. And we know that that backlash right there wants to be about 20 thousandths. So if the end of that zip tie is a tight fit in between those two gears, we are gonna be good to go. So I'm gonna stick this in there, and it's just a nice tight fit, which tells me my clearance in there is about 20 thou. That's within spec, and I am good to go. That was a really smart zip tie moment. Saturday night, and the moment has finally come.
The small block looks pretty good.
It's really good. It's not gonna tilt up or anything, is it?
What do you mean?
It's not gonna drop on my car.
I
right?
hope not.
You hope not. Okay, keep going, you're committed now.
I've had it happen once.
Great.
I think we'll need to get the floor jack in there now.
Yeah, now we're at the point of floor jack for sure.
The real trick, Freiberger, is to put the floor jack in the same plane so it can roll back and forth.
Why is it wiggling?
I was just wiggling it.
Well, don't do it.
Okay, I stopped.
I hate wearing these things. I always look at guys who wear these and I always think, what are you doing? Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
I know.
But I don't want to mar my white headers.
Believe me, I had to really swallow my pride to even think about putting those on.
I know. Ugh. Here we go. Why did we paint the headers white again? Remind me.
Looks good.
Look.
Oh man!
Yes. Give me a blow.
Whoa! Those headers look just beautiful.
Yes.
That might help.
Oh. Ba-bam.
I just did that by pure instinct.
We're doing pretty good so far.
I'm pretty amazed for us. My header won't go flush with the head. Something needs to be dented.
No way.
Yes.
No.
Yep. It's hitting
Right here on the steering box, right?
right there. Yep, real bad. Yuck. Make your hands all sweaty and gross and medical.
I'm kind of getting used to the gloves.
You're wearing them?
Yeah.
This is really good and really bad all at the same time. It's bolted into the mounts. Everything's fitting. This header is pretty clear. I'm glad I got a mini starter or the stock starter would have hit it. So that is all goodness. The badness is that the fuel pump hits the frame, so we're gonna have to clock that and redo all of our plumbing. The real badness is that the driver's side header is hitting the pitman arm nut on the steering box, and it's gonna have to come out in order to bash it for clearance. Boom, gone.
Got the hook?
It's always a victorious moment when the hoist is gone for the last time. And now, it's all details. Starting tomorrow morning with the tunnel ram. Then this is gonna look like it needed to look yesterday morning.
You know, that just looks right to me.
I know.
Doesn't it?
Look at that gleaming white header.
It's gonna look even more right with the tunnel ram.
And you need to fix this.
Yeah, I know. What else?
Food.
Okay.
Make pizza show up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
okay. All right, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's on, Dulcich.
Yeah. Fired up by noon?
I hope so.
I think so. It's not much to do. Oh, there's quite a bit to do.
Look at those gleaming headers.
That's the first thing I looked at.
Not one thumbprint on there.
The only thing that could make it better are yellow spark plug wires now. And
And
a tunnel ram.
I'm ready.
Yeah?
First up, we need motivation. Go to it.
Okay.
Remove that.
We don't need this anymore. Oh boy.
You want to take it this way.
Oh, wait.
Got it?
Yeah,
Set it down perfectly the first time.
I will.
Does that make enough power to overcome its weight?
Oh, yes it does.
How am I looking? Oh, damn.
Really bad. Oh, this made it worse.
That's good. That's a seal. This is total excitement in the form of carburetors and intake manifold.
It's Sunday, time to go priority order. This is the criticals. In order to make it make noise, all we have to do is plumb fuel, and make ignition happen and make a starter happen in a battery. I'm trying to do like bare minimum it takes because I'm not leaving today till this makes noise. Yeah, exactly.
So how about if I put the radiator in?
That's frivolous.
Radiator?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that we can start it without a radiator.
Oh.
You could go paint the radiator though, because I got aluminum radiator and I want it black.
Okay.
So I know that you want to paint radiator, so I'm going to put over here paint radiator because I know you love to paint. I just took the MSD distributor and pulled it apart so that I could eliminate the entire advanced curve. We're gonna run it locked out. So it's gonna have 35 degrees of total timing all the time, at idle, at all other RPM. Simple and good. Okay, hopefully the engine is still in position. Drop this right in. Boom. Finally. Been waiting for this. Got a lot of effort into these wires. Right there. This is gonna be good. Look at that. No one does this anymore. Actually, they kind of do. This is the first time I've seen the yellow plug wires with the white headers.
Wow, this thing looks great.
I know. Oh man, I just won big. I was able to patch together a complete fuel system for the carburetors using all the old stuff. This line right here was a return line for EFI. I was able to patch it together and move around some bungs in the tank and everything and make it work for the carburetor. So that's a big win.
Finally, the moment I was waiting for, the alternator test fit. This is kind of like a big deal to me.
Alternator on?
All I have to do is swing this into position.
This is a little embarrassing. Could I ask you to solve that?
You mean make it less conspicuous?
Oh, it's my eyes going right to it every single time.
I can probably preserve your dignity and give that a coat of paint.
And then, of course, this is my fault, but the Art Deco fluting on this Boyd Coddington Signature Series billet street rod doohickey is not good.
I can deflute that.
Because right now it's like good, 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 fail.
Yeah.
I mean, there's era incorrect stuff, like, you know, the dipstick tube's in the wrong place, and the T, and obviously the control arms, and master cylinder and stuff.
Yeah.
It's inspired by 1974, but that is inspired by 1994. So this thing is pretty much ready to fire up, so we're pouring water in. We're gonna make this thing make noise, call it a day. Or a night, or a weekend, or a show, or a boondoggle. You wanna just make it go vroom?
What about the transmission?
Oh,
We've got half an hour of filling through that tiny braided line.
yeah.
Look what I found.
Steve's dying of anxiety right now.
You want me to work the throttle?
No, go.
Yeah, I'll work the throttle. I'm really good at it.
Let's check leaks.
All right.
You feel better now?
Yeah, I do actually. I feel much better. Man, that thing fired right up.
It's got 38 fuel connections and we got them all right the first time?
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe. Who are we?
Yeah.
Let's just run it until the headers are just barely getting warm. We'll cure them and we will call it an episode.
This is pretty awesome.
I know. Ready?
Wow.
So now it's smoking.
Yeah. That's great.
So the theory here is we just heated up the headers a little bit. If we now let them cool down to their room temperature, that maybe they will cure and maybe they will stay white.
And that's all the smoke you see.
Oh man.
Man, I'm super happy now.
This thing is the nicest thing we've done on Roadkill Garage.
Really?
Full on.
Yeah.
Look at it.
I think you're right.
Oh, it's great.
Look at that.
And we'll be back next time. Maybe not the next episode, but the next time we touch this car, we're gonna be drive shaft, suspension, wheels, tires, hood scoop,
And
Drag strip? I hope so.
Yeah.
Don't make any promises you can't live up to.
Uh-oh. I just said it, drag strip.
Self-poking tube.
See, it's sealed, but there's a poker built into the cap. You didn't know that? Okay.
That was
For
not
those
breaking
that didn't
news.
know that, the poker pokes it, and then you're ready to go.
Thanks.
Really? Well, I mean, you know, it can't all be advanced level.